This fuel from Project Hail Mary is basically 100% efficient, which should be impossible. But what exactly is astrophage, and how does it compare to something that already exists, like nuclear fission? When we burn gasoline or methane or any other combustion reaction, we are getting energy from the rearrangement of the atoms. We are not losing the atoms themselves. An organic compound and oxygen create CO2 and H2O in any combustion reaction. All the atoms are still there, just in different forms, and the breaking and reforming of these bonds is what creates the energy. However, astrophage and nuclear fission work differently. We know that it's possible to convert mass directly to photon energy, and the energy produced is described by Einstein's famous equation E equals mc squared. And since the speed of light is so great, and it's squared in the equation, even really small amounts of mass will produce huge amounts of energy. However, it is not possible for protons and neutrons to be converted into something entirely different unless you combine it with antiprotons or antineutrons, which are basically impossible to store or create any significant quantity of in real life. So when nuclear fission works by splitting a uranium atom, what's actually happening is that it's losing some mass in the form of the nuclear glue that holds everything together. It works out to be less than 1% of the mass of the uranium that is being converted to energy. In Project Hail Mary, writer Andy Weir says that the astrophage doesn't convert protons or neutrons into photon energy, but rather neutrinos. Now there is currently a theory that antineutrinos are just neutrinos spinning in the opposite direction. If this were true, two neutrinos could collide and essentially cancel each other out, converting 100% of their mass into photon energy. This is exactly what Andy Weir is speculating is true in Project Hail Mary to allow such high amounts of energy for such a small amount of mass. Andy Weir also assumes that for any of this to work, neutrinos must be contained by astrophage, even though currently, neutrinos cannot be contained by any material and will pass through light years of lead. For a cell membrane to catch one, it would essentially require a fifth fundamental force, which Andy Weir is speculating exists in the world of Project Hail Mary.